Homelessness is an issue that many communities deal with, and one local organization is bringing awareness to homelessness in a unique way.
Yeah, joining us now is Don Craig from Aid for Friends. Don, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit about the organization for people who aren't familiar with Aid for Friends. Tell us a little bit of what the organization does.
It all started 30 years ago, Matt, when particularly harsh East Idaho winter, there was no place to go, as we're saying this year is our kind of our theme. There was no shelter, there was no emergency shelter. One homeless man died, another lost his foot to frostbite that winter, and that's when local folks decided that we needed a place for that, and created Aid for Friends. And 30 years later, we're still going strong with the emergency shelter, with transitional housing, and help for people that need it.
Now, when we think of the homeless, I think people kind of tend to have an idea in their mind of what the average homeless person is like. That has changed. The face of homelessness has changed in the last few years.
Absolutely, with especially with the economy. A few years ago, it really had an impact, and you never know who might be next, whether it's you, whether it's a neighbor, a family member, and usually families step up. And you can go stay with a family member or find some place to go. That puts a strain on that family, and eventually you will need some place to go. So, and the emergency shelter is there for anybody.
We're seeing children and families
Absolutely.
In great abundance.
Yeah, the emergency shelter has had more women and children over the last few years than it's had in quite a while.
And so to help bring awareness and to help funding, because you're an organization that is not exempt from, like lots of our nonprofit organizations, to see the money coming in has been cut as far as grants. You're doing a very unique fundraiser, aren't you? Tell us about that.
We are. It is our 7th annual encampment. It is at Caldwell Park in Pocatello, and you spend the night, I use the air quotes, homeless in the park in a cardboard box. Thanks to Pacific Recycling, by the way, because they give us those boxes every year. And then people pledge or make donations to the person who is spending the night at the encampment, and that's how the money is raised. It started as an awareness raiser and is now our primary fundraiser.
And if somebody would like to make a pledge, or because you may not have the time to come out and spend the night at the park, but you can help with the funds, right?
Absolutely. If you know somebody that's participating in the encampment, go ahead and make pledges, make the donation there. You can absolutely stop by the park. It is December 7th, Saturday, December 7th, Caldwell Park in Pocatello. You'll see the boxes, you'll see the banners, the canteen, and you can make a donation, tax-deductible donation. We also do a food drive there as well for the emergency shelter.
Very
cool.
So
many ways that people can help.
Absolutely,
yes.
All right, Don, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks. And still to come on more, we will trip the lights fantastic as we welcome ballroom instructors from the Levitt Center.